Good morning and welcome to Salem, Massachusetts at the Green Rainbow Party's hosting of the 2019 Annual National Meeting of the Green Party of the United States. This meeting features Green Party panels, workshops, meetings of the Green National Committee, and other events. We're going to have two of them this morning at 9 o'clock. Actually, it's 10 after 9. In a moment, we'll be hearing from candidates who are running for office. And at 10:30, we will have a panel for green office holders. So we hope that you will tune in for that. A little later tonight, we invite you to tune in at 7 o'clock. We have a panel for the candidates vying for the Green Party presidential nomination in 2020. Again, that's at 7 tonight, and we hope that will be live streamed. And then we have a couple other events coming up. Actually, at 3 this afternoon, a kickoff campaign for David Gibson in Maine, running for the first Senate election, U.S. Senate election in the country that will be using ranked choice voting. So we'll get to this event right now. My name is Holly Hart with the Media Committee, and if you have questions or want to know more about the media or other events, you can email us at media@gp.org. I'm going to introduce our host for today is Erin Fox. Erin is co-chair of the Coordinated Campaign Committee. That committee works to recruit, train, help candidates run across the country, everything but presidential candidate. And he's also been instrumental in work in Michigan. He's done an excellent job as a candidate recruiter and trainer. So Erin Fox is one of the co-chairs. We will invite you now. Erin, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Holly. Thanks for being here today, everyone. I'm Erin Fox. The Green Party was founded in 2001 as a national party and has been operating in local and state areas since the 1980s. We have 125 Greens in 19 states that hold public office, 46 affiliated party members, including plus the District of Columbia. In 2016, we ran ballot lines in 44 states. And the Green Party is a different type of political party, and the reason we're different is we provide an alternative to the corporate-funded Republicans and Democrats. We have the most progressive platform of any party in the United States, and our candidates do not accept corporate donations. The Green Party is ahead of the curve on messaging. We envisioned the Green New Deal. We're the ones that came up with the plan that you hear so much about today from the Sunrise Movement and our opposition parties. The Green Party Green New Deal remains a superior policy over the watered down version which you're seeing now, and that's why it's important that we elect Greens to public office. We've got some great candidates here today who are running for office, and I'd like to take a moment to introduce them. First of all, we have Janice Edwards. Janice is running for mayor of Houston, Texas, and she would like to ruralize the urban area of Houston, Texas by introducing more urban farming into Houston, which is a fantastic thing for urban communities. Janice, we're happy to have you here today.
Good morning, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's Janice Richards, Richards, and I am running for mayor of Houston. We are the 4th largest city in the United States. We're known for oil and gas. We're known for our harbor. We're known for a lot of industry that has come to a pinnacle in this time from what we call the current era, the way that business is done now. And we see a lot of decline. We're seeing this decline in all the major cities. Major cities are not livable today. I live there, but it's a struggle for most of us. There are a few people who are wealthy. There are a few people, few meaning statistically few, less than 20% of the city enjoys wealth and a high standard of living. The rest of us, the 80%, we have issues with affordable housing. We have issues with even finding a grocery store in our neighborhood. So my vision is to, as Erin kindly pointed out, to ruralize the city, to bring gardening into areas, possibly chickens and a cow, and to create a sense of community with this and have people actually knowing their neighbors and talking to them and having economic arrangements. The Green Party has 10 key values, and I'm very influenced by those. And this effort relates to the value of decentralized economics. And I think this is going to be the answer to undoing the stranglehold of corporate. power and domination of all of our people. Thank you very much. I appreciate your attention to us.
Questions for Janet?
Yes, are there any questions?
Okay, thanks,
Yeah,
Janet.
well, I have a question. What about Galveston Bay? Is that just a total exclusion zone?
Galveston Bay is not part of Harris County or Houston,
All right.
but definitely is a
It came
critical
from
part
Houston.
of the area. And I plan to be a mayor who engages in the entire state of Texas, because Houston, in my view, is a leader for Texas to move forward. So it is my plan to work very closely with all of Texas to make sure we have an interstate electronic rail system, to make sure that we have no homeless people, to make sure that we have no hungry people. But of course, starting in Houston is the goal. And once we've maintained a base, or started a base and maintained it, we can move out. And other Greens will, this is not something I can do by myself. It'll have to be other Greens joining with me and working on the whole state.
Could you review for me any platform items you have that have to do with policing, whether it be police brutality or policing systems in Houston?
I have a personal relationship with Art Acevedo. He's the Houston Police Department chief. He took part in an immigration forum that I attended at the University of Houston, where the conclusion was that we need to increase immigration. We have a hands-off policy in Houston, which Chief Acevedo supports and actually has initiated, where he will not do any work for ICE. He will not check citizenship. And this is a policy that the Houston Police Department has maintained. At the same time, we have conflict. Within the past 3 months, we had a warrantless attack of a home based on a very flimsy call-in. And 2 people were murdered, 2 innocent residents were murdered because of that, and that's under heavy investigation. Chief Acevedo has promised and already implemented termination of the warrantless basically attack, the warrantless invasion of a home. So that's under work. It's under consideration and being worked on. I believe that our police departments nationally, including Houston, have a long way to go. And I hope that Chief Acevedo maintains the excellent record that he's beginning to show. I don't think he's always been in line with these policies, but the times are changing and people are changing with them. Thank you for asking that.
Any
Thank you.
further questions? Okay.
Thank you very
so
much.
Janice. Thank you. Next up here, we have a couple of local candidates that we'd like to highlight. And first of all, I'd like to call up Carol Sandy Prisbilla. And Carol is the vice chair of the Erie County Green Party of New York. She's also a state Green Party committee member. She serves on the legislative and campaign committees. And she's running for Chickamauga Town Council, which is a first ring suburb of Buffalo. Sandy, come on.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Carol Sandy Prisblack, and I'm running for Cheektowaga Town Council. Cheektowaga is a first-ring suburb of Buffalo, New York. This is my second run for council. I ran in 2017 and received 635 votes. That was out of 8 candidates. I belong to 3 community associations and the Historical Association, which has put me in touch with the concerns of Cheektowaga residents. I am running on a platform of equal representation for all Cheektowaga residents. Currently, the west side of Cheektowaga, about half of it, has only 1 council member out of 7 that resides in that area. This section is also the poorest with the most poverty, the oldest infrastructure, and we have the most racial diversity. The major focus of my campaign is to bring the Green New Deal to a municipality area such as Cheektowaga. I'm going to be working with Mike Rowley. He's a fellow Green and an urban planner, and we're going to come up with a plan of how to incorporate the Green New Deal in the town of Cheektowaga. He also is a co-owner of 2 cooperative urban farms in Buffalo, New York. And I wanna see some urban farming come to Cheektowaga as well. We hope to make Cheektowaga a greener, more eco-friendly place. Thank you for your time.
Any questions for Sandy?
Could you give me an idea about your town, population, kind of how it, where it's
Population?
situated, economy?
Population is close to 80,000. We have a declining population. We have a lot of retail and like chain restaurant. They seem to be very business focused in Cheektowaga. We boast the first Chick-fil-A in in Western New York, which I will never, personally, I would never eat there, but they're very business focused and not so much resident focused, in my opinion. And that's one of the reasons why I feel I would bring something to the board, especially for the area that I described of the town, which is the oldest, poorest, and most racially diverse.
Any further questions?
Thank you.
Good luck. Next up, I'd like to introduce a great candidate from the state of New Jersey. His name is Craig Cayetano. He's running for Hawthorne, New Jersey Town Council in Ward 3. Craig is involved in his local town environmental commission and green team for about a year now. And he is a national delegate to the Green Party from New Jersey and one of 3 state co-chairs. And he's decided to run because he wants to be an advocate for the people in his community. Craig, come on up.
Just real quick. Thank you. Oh, he doesn't have. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Craig Cayetano. I'm running as a Green for Hawthorne Town Council in Ward 3, New Jersey. I'm a second generation Peruvian American on my father's side, who came here to follow in his sister's footsteps to the land of opportunity. Italian and German on my mother's side, whose parents were from Kentucky and New York City. I'm a resident of Hawthorne, New Jersey for 15 years, raised predominantly by my mother and grandmother, both hardworking waitresses after my parents had separated. I'm a lifelong New Jersey resident that moved around a lot as a child, but attended most of my early elementary through high school education in Bergenfield. I was on the debate team, played sports, was in the band, loved science and environment so much I helped form our environmental club and was the first president of that club. My first job was as a veterinary technician at 16. Was self-taught and always a great listener. As I grew older, my interest expanded into biology, law, political science, philosophy. Some I started very young, and even more while at Bergen Community College. I ended up having to enter into the workforce in sales, but I still study and learn every day. I've always believed in and worked for fairness towards all political parties, trying to always study all sides of the political spectrum and try to develop a common sense or real-world approach to issues. My first foray into supporting a candidate was Ralph Nader back in 2000 for president. I also supported other progressive candidates up and down ballots in many different races. I did lose engagement, however, during Obama. I did come back around initially for Sanders and had worked originally then to organize until the writing was on the wall there with the DNC. I had always respected Dr. Jill Stein, went to Philadelphia to protest, and then exited that day of the convention for the Green Party. I had already been making contacts in New Jersey with the Green Party in New Jersey and finally reached my breaking point with the Democratic Party. I supported Dr. Stein in 2016 and then Seth Copperdale for governor in 2017. I then joined our Latinx caucus and some of the committees in state to learn more about the process. In 2018, I was voted to be one of the national delegates, Continue to work on campaigns for Diane Moxley and CD7, Madeline Hoffman for U.S. Senate. This year I was elected to stay on as national delegate, and I also was elected to one of New Jersey's 3 co-chairs. So now I knew it was time to start focusing on local stuff. What can I do for my community? I have joined the Hawthorne Environmental Commission's Green Team to help with their events and try to brainstorm on some new ideas. We hosted a styrofoam drive, discussed implementing charging stations into town, was able to bring electric and plug-in hybrids to some of our Earth Day events and other events up and coming. Basically, we're starting to take a more proactive approach to the environment. Worked with trying to hone in on a business recognition award in town. And the one person in town has done a great job, from implementing solar panels, charging stations, going to paperless workflow in the environment, to flooring. So we've done a great job in our Hawthorne Environmental Commission and Green Team, but there's only so much you can do in that role and that capacity. So since the town's council races are broken up into wards, I figured this is a great time to jump into this. The last year you could see a lot of teenagers, a lot of young people are very passionate about the environment and impacts going on. So stepping up to run for Hawthorne Town Council in Ward 3, this is a way to show them that I'm committed to this fight, this cause as well, even on a local level. So as a Green Party candidate, obviously I know we need to start working on a town level, certain ordinances to get through, start putting aside the 2 mainstream parties and their bickering. And I love to just get into this race and see what we can do to engage people. I've knocked on lots of doors. Lots of people are so happy to support our efforts so far. They're tired of being affiliated with these parties, and they just love to see a new face, new voice come into town. I think as a campaign running this year, I have a lot of energy to offer. I'm more than happy to sit down with business owners, renters, homeowners, and see what we can do to work through this together. You can follow us online at CayetanoForCouncil.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Cayetano for Council, and also on Twitter, Green for Ward 3. Thank you all.
Thank you, Craig. Any questions for Craig?
Yes, Frank.
How has the New Jersey Green Party been in support of your campaign over this last?
Green Party's been great, honestly. We can't complain there. Everybody's been very engaged. A lot of Greens are ready to go out and knock on doors today and tomorrow. I don't want to, I guess, go too hard too soon, but I do post online. I'm engaged in community groups. I'm engaged, obviously, on social media. So I'm starting to see the townspeople get involved. We will run fundraisers. The Greens are going to get involved with that stuff too. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the next few months bring.
Anything further?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Great candidate. And folks, our last speaker is ran for Congress in 2014 in the state of Texas, District 36, and he also ran in 2016 and he got 11.4%. Did a great job for the Green Party, representing Greens in that election. He's from Orange, Texas, the petrochemical capital of the world. He works in robotics. I'd like to introduce Mr. Hal Ridley Jr. Come on up, Hal.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Hello. I'm glad to have an opportunity to speak. I don't really have very many opportunities. I'm really not a politician. I'm a regular person. And I think we have some serious problems, and I think there are a lot of solutions that are all around us that are being ignored or maybe suppressed. And we have to get together. And invention and innovation are all we have to pull up from this rapidly descending spiral. We have always been creative people. That's what we do. And I believe that if we put together the new Green Deal, we have to come up with what is exactly in it. And we have a holistic, synergistic plan that solves a lot of our problems. think that we should come together and quit so much fighting among ourselves over things that are not that important and work on things that are incredibly important. I'm Hal J. Ridley Jr., and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Any questions for Hal?
So Hal, can you tell us a little bit about your working background and why you are just one of the folks?
Well, I'm a songwriter, creative person, an inventor, and I think that one idea that I've been thinking about lately is you're never going to really allow a constitutional convention. That's just too much. So I was thinking perhaps we could have a super amendment to the Constitution. A super amendment would be putting together 3 or 4 things that we want and have an up or down vote, like ending corporate personhood, ending gerrymandering, maybe in the electoral college. All of those things a lot of people want, but it's just not going to happen because there's no way to get there. A super amendment could be like the 11th Amendment to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. So it's really important. We could repeal the National Security Act, the Espionage Act. There are a lot of things that work against us that are so entrenched that it's going to be difficult. And this is a way, and a lot of ideas don't work, but put out the ideas. Put them out and look at them instead of just ignoring, and working against. That's what we do. We don't work for what we want. Everybody works for what they're against. So I'm mostly just trying to talk about solutions. I think there are plenty of problem people around. There are plenty of people that problems are problems, but solution people are few and far between. That's what I want to do, talk about solutions. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today for this press conference. I'd like to acknowledge we have a couple of other candidates that are in the audience. We've got Dario Hunter, and he's currently seated as a Youngstown, Ohio school board member, and he's running for clerk of courts here in 2019.
I'm running for re-election for Youngstown Board of Education.
He's running for re-election for Youngstown Board of Education. Very well. And we have Madeline Hoffman, who's running for United States Senate in 2020. So I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. If you have any questions, you can contact us at gp.org. You see the website below. And thanks, folks, for being here today. That ends the press conference.
Great.
Great job. Good job, folks.
Thank you.